The exit plan to get the 17 Americans tracked back home.
They were firing at us and we were firing back at them.
A possible suicide note from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. It ends with a settlement.
Good morning and welcome to Sunday Today on this May 10th. I'm Willie Geist. A very happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. This morning, that cruise ship hit by a deadly hantavirus outbreak is anchored off the coast of the Canary Islands in Spain. It pulled into port a few hours ago. The passengers on board are being evacuated and sent back to their home countries under quarantine. We'll have the latest in a live report from the Canary Islands just ahead. Plus, much more on that terrible accident at Denver International Airport when a person walked onto the runway and was struck and killed by a Frontier Airlines jet about to take off. We'll have new details on how it happened. And later, we will turn to our Sunday focus, placing it on a singular American character, the late Ted Turner, with a look at his revolutionary impact on media, the natural environment, international relations, and much more. Plus, on this Mother's Day, our Sunday Spotlight is on a game-changing high school program that has students fixing up cars for single moms in need. And then a new Sunday sit-down with a true Hollywood icon, Sally Field, on starring in the highly anticipated new Netflix movie, Remarkably Bright Creatures. And an Oscar-winning career that got going with a famous role that, well, wasn't her favorite.
Hated doing the flying nun so much. Oh my God. Because I was 18, 19 years old, and who wanted to play a nun? And everybody was, eating granola and dropping out and marching and walking around naked.
A Sunday sit-down with Sally Field, plus another life well lived, all a bit later in the show. But let's begin this morning with breaking news on the cruise ship that has drawn the attention of the world after it was hit by a deadly hantavirus outbreak. This morning, the passengers stuck on board for days are heading home after the ship arrived in the Canary Islands a short time ago. NBC's Danielle Hamamdjian is on the scene in Spain for us. Danielle, what's the latest there?
Good morning, Willie. Well, the nightmare is finally over for more than 100 passengers.
Let's turn now and get a quick check of your local Mother's Day weather. Ted Turner, media pioneer, prolific conservationist, and yes, one-time husband of Jane Fonda, died on Wednesday at the age of 87. Turner was an irrepressible, occasionally irascible force of nature. He dreamed up the idea of 24-hour news, creating CNN and an entire category of media. He aspired to save the natural beauty of the Mountain West, so he became one of the largest landowners in America. And when he didn't want the Atlanta Braves to leave town, he just bought the team. In our Sunday Focus, NBC's Aaron Gilchrist looks back at the life and legacy of an American original. Ted Turner truly was one of a kind. Aaron, thanks so much. Coming up next here, a new Sunday sit-down with Academy Award winner Sally Field on her new Netflix movie based on a runaway bestseller, and her place in Hollywood as a beloved actress from Norma Rae to Forrest Gump. And then a life well lived, the man who made history at the Boston Marathon, blazing a trail for people with disabilities around the world. And as we head to break, our photo of the week, the stunning sight of rainbow clouds in the sky over Indonesia, the rare optical phenomenon known as cloud iridescence, and different from the rainbows we often see in the sky, happens when sunlight is scattered around water droplets in thin clouds, creating the impression of a big, puffy rainbow.
We're going to let Trump do a third term.
Yeah! Come on! I thought that was unconstitutional.
Yeah, it was. But Trump found the original Constitution, and at the end, he wrote, "Psych! We're going to live forever!"
Whoa!
Yes!
That is Matt Damon as Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, along with Aziz Ansari as FBI Director Kash Patel, and Colin Jost as Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth on last night's new episode of Saturday Night Live. Damon hosted the show with musical guest Noah Khan, whose album is #1 in the country this week. Today is Mother's Day, so it feels appropriate to spend some time with one of America's favorite movie moms and real-life mother of three. Sally Field played unforgettable maternal roles in Steel Magnolias, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Forrest Gump. But her career obviously is much more than that. Her first big movie was 1977's Smokey and the Bandit, starring alongside Burt Reynolds. Just 2 years after that, Field earned her first Academy Award as Norma Ray. The beloved actress has been going strong ever since, now leading the highly anticipated Remarkably Bright Creatures. Sally and I got together in New York this week for a Sunday sit-down.
Sally Field's career started on a beach.
Interview with Sally Field. You can find our conversation wherever you get your podcasts, or just scan that QR code right there on the screen. And next week, a Sunday sit-down with Grammy winner Michael Bublé on a career that spans big pop hits, jazz club crooning, and of course, those Christmas classics. Michael Bublé, next week on Sunday Today. Let's turn now and get another quick check of your local Mother's Day weather. Ahead on Sunday Today, our highs and lows of the week, including the genius dog who didn't just rummage through the fridge. He prepared an entire balanced meal. We'll show you what he whipped up. But up next on this Mother's Day, the Win-Win High School program that has students learning a trade while fixing up cars for deserving moms. We are back in just 60 seconds. If you're like me, your high school had a wood shop, a print shop, even an auto shop, all training students in the skilled labor that today is in high demand. One high school in Virginia is taking that idea a step further, teaching those valuable skills and then sharing the finished products with deserving mothers in the community. NBC's Laura Jarrett has more in our Sunday Spotlight.
From the outside, it looks like your typical auto shop. But
I hope that idea catches on. Laura, thank you very much. This week we highlight another life well lived. Of the 30,000 people who competed in the Boston Marathon a few weeks back, 49 were in the wheelchair division. A half-century ago, Bob Hall fought to be the first.
Died last month in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He was 74 years old.
Enjoy that continental breakfast. Wow, you know what? Upon further review, the call is reversed. That is a high. Good boy, Chase. We'll be right back with your Sunday mugshots. Send us a photo of you and your mug with the hashtag Sunday Today. You might see yourself next week. And remember, you can get that big old Sunday Today mug online at NBCstore.com. Thank you for spending part of your morning with us. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there, especially mine. And happy birthday, Dad. Big day in our family. We'll see you right back here next week on Sunday Today.